Okay, now you've cut your joints and you've sanded your end pieces to the right size. We need to double check everything that we're doing, and then we can start inserting our base. So, we're going to put our pieces of wood together and check that the joints, the shoulders of the joints, are in line with each other perfectly. If that's the case, then we're good. And these two pieces of wood should be exactly the same size this way. And again, absolutely perfect. Then we can start putting it together. Now the grooves that we have on the inside of the wood need to be where the base goes, so the box will go together pretty much like this. Okay, obviously with the grooves being the base, and this will be upside down right now. Once you've done that, we have our base. You'll be given a base that is slightly too large for your box, and what we need to do is to work out how to see how much too big it is and cut it down to exactly the right size so it fits perfectly. The first stage of this is to insert the base into these two corners, into this corner here, making sure it goes into the groove on both pieces. Once I've done that, I take my opposite end and I push it on. Now, the base will be too long, so it won't allow me to push it all the way in. If I do, it will just move this other piece out. What I'm going to do is hold one piece tightly in and push the other piece as far as it will go, and there will be a gap. There's a gap down here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure this gap, and this gap is 2.5 millimeters, and I'm going to take my marking gauge and I'm going to measure 2.5 millimeters on my marking gauge, and I'm going to mark a line on my base, because that's how much too big it is, so therefore that is how much I need to take off the end. Okay, so I mark that line on there. I'm going to run a pencil down there and I will sand it off in a moment. I'll be back in a second.